I'm going to do this right here. So I need you to repeat what you just said.
Right. and hear it as it comes out.
Yeah, I need you to hear what you said. Okay, real quick. For instance, we got time. Just let us know. Okay. So this morning, my granddaughter, I had 2 20s and a $1 bill in my purse. So my daughter said, Mommy, can you loan me $20 and I'll give it back to you when I come home from work? So I said, that was last night. So I know it was this morning. So I said, sure, I don't mind. So my 10-year-old granddaughter said, Ma, I need $1 for school. So I gave her $1 and it left me with 20. So she was like, you got $10. I said, well, all you find, all you keep.
Welcome back. You're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRBmedia,
the voice of the community.
I am Dr. Bizness.
And as always, you got Lady Guns right here. Greatness under no stipulation. You know.
And I am your girl, Just Judea.
And I am yours truly, Vee Thompson, with Vibing with V.
Hey.
And family, if you're just tuning in, we were having a lively discussion about a wide variety of things. And right before the break, Miss V was going to share all of the profoundness and the wisdom that Dr. Bizness has shared during the previous segment in order to get all of you up to speed so that the wisdom that came out of his mouth would be shared with you.
And that'll be quick.
As we start this segment.
Look at it.
You're so mean to me. Just kill my self-esteem. Why can't a brother just...
Sound like a complex me, though.
You have contributed.
Girl, go ahead, girl. Take your time so he can hear it, so the viewers can hear it. Take your time, girl.
Your contribution to the topic is just...
Leaves you speechless.
Yeah, he said so much.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, he said that Jesus said to get a job, and if a man doesn't work,
he don't eat.
He don't eat.
That's
Absolutely.
Right. And we agreed to that.
We did.
So
we did.
hey,
Agreeing with the Bible.
Now that's
Praise
for
the
everybody.
Lord.
Now, I mean, if that's not a big contribution to everybody, I don't know what is.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you so very much.
And more
I
so
can do it.
because it's women at the table. Earlier we were talking about balance, so you definitely bring balance to this table
You do.
right now.
You have given
Because
us
we
male
could do this without
perspective of
Right.
things.
You've given us a male perspective about things.
I can only go by what I've experienced, so I won't talk about it. So we're just going to take your
See, your presence is
perspective.
motivation.
It is.
Absolutely.
It's
Just
the
being
But
ministry
you know
of
what?
presence.
That's
the
right.
And you're the lightest one up
in the
here.
moment.
Oh my goodness.
You're in the moment. And we
wow.
appreciate that because
Yes.
the aura that you exude, it's what motivates us to say the things that we're saying.
Absolutely.
I see that.
And
see
to keep
that.
the topic
Yes.
going. And it's interesting. So we don't think we could do this well without you.
Without you. To our viewers and our listeners, we apologize that we don't have a live audience placement because you can just feel the divinity
It's in the
flowing
room.
from him. If you were
here.
in the presence of the room, you're probably looking and you see the waves. That's not heat, that's him. Radiating right
wow.
there.
Look at that.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Just
We even got them blushing, y'all.
Exactly.
We need to keep this going.
I was gonna be nice. I wasn't gonna say blushing. I was gonna say glowing because it's just
He is
like,
glowing.
yes.
No, I
Yeah.
listen.
Okay.
Straight talk, no chaser. Okay. He blushing. His cheeks are red. Red as that can't stop grinning.
That is true.
He's blushing.
That is true. That's true. You
But
know.
that's what we need sometimes in life in order to motivate somebody.
That's right.
We have to encourage them.
Right.
Oftentimes we find all of the negative in a situation or in a circumstance.
person.
It's like, is everything bad?
Bad,
There
right.
ain't one thing that's
Good.
good, that is pleasing.
Is there
that's
anything in Nivea?
something.
Nineveh.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's
Nineveh.
Nineveh.
I said, wait,
Right.
Nineveh, that's my
We need to
lotion.
focus
That is true.
If we focus
Right.
on just that one thing, that we can find good in a person and nurture that, encourage that, that in and of itself will serve as motivation for a person to say, well, if there's one thing that's good, maybe I can find a second thing that's good.
Absolutely.
And maybe there's a third thing in there.
Right.
Right.
And maybe gotta find a fourth thing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Right.
Because
That's
it's
right.
inside of us. The good is inside
It's
of us.
in
you.
We're made in
It
God's
is.
image.
Right.
And in doing
So
that,
we
you
have
can
that.
help other people. You can
Yes.
help people begin to slowly peel off those falsified
layers
or
and-
fortified layers
Mm-hmm.
of protection
Right.
and begin to make them understand it's okay to be you.
Right.
right.
It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to not speak eloquently or articulate. It's okay, but just let me know what I need to do to help you.
Right.
Moses
Not
said,
gonna
"Even
ridicule
if
you."
you
Because in
stutter."
relationships, a lot of times we bring upon the man that he is. Because there was a point in time that obviously he did something for you.
That's right.
He asked you. You said, I do. Holy matrimony, we're tipping toes through the tulips. Somewhere along the way, it took that shift. And as the wife, we're now beating down the man. Is there
is true,
anything?
yeah.
Did you get a job yet? Can you at least take out the garbage? And we
I
just
am
beat
very,
them
very-
and beat them.
Her husband,
I
my
am
friend's
very, very
husband
guilty.
did this, that, and whatever. And I also really, one thing that you just said, it is the key point to forgiveness. Sometimes when we will all make mistakes, and when people make a mistake, they will say, I forgive you, but they won't forget.
Get right.
And it's not that they
So did
ever
you really
cheat again.
forgive them?
And it's not that they ever cheat again. It's not that they lie again. But look at you. You left your socks on the floor. Now, all of a sudden, everything that
every
they've ever
little thing,
done
right.
is a highlight for
It's- right.
disappointment. So although you say, I've forgiven you, you no longer have anything. You're no longer building or establishing
Exactly.
or encouraging
Absolutely.
or nurturing the healing process. So not only have you beat that person down, but you've also made them feel like, you know what, it ain't even worth it no
Worth
more.
it, right. Ain't no
And
sense
so
in trying.
now you feel rejected when they leave. Well, it was your words that slowed your words, deeds, and actions
Words
that
kill.
pushed them away.
That's true.
You said I forgive you, but you keep treating them like they just did it again and
Right.
again and again. I ain't cheat no more. Why? I let you look through my phone. I let you, but you ain't changed the baby. First of all, he ain't never changed the baby. Right. Before he cheated, now while he cheated, now after he cheated, it's
Right.
like
For
literally.
me, I can honestly say that in my marriage, I beat my husband down. I didn't know any better. And when you know better, you do better.
better, right.
I didn't know better. But when I learned better, I began to do better, but it was too late.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He no longer saw me, looked at me with those starry eyes anymore because he didn't know when is she gonna flip.
What that motive
Yeah.
was, what's behind.
Right, what's
these
behind her
comments.
being nice to me? How did she change like this? People just don't change. People really do change
Right.
when you put forth the effort to change. And so as a result, he stepped outside of the marriage and he found somebody that was giving him what
Everything
I
you would-
stopped giving him.
Right.
That's right.
And then I started feeling abandoned. And I started looking at all his downfalls. And you're a cheater, and you're this, and you're that. And honestly, I was laying in my bed one night. He didn't come home from work, and I'm just going off on him. And God said, look at yourself. Whoa.
Right.
Well, I know I'm good. I treat him good. I make sure he get good loving.
But you were
I
beating
make
him
sure he got dinner. The kids are taken care of. I keep the house clean. And honey, I go every week and get my cute little negligee and my 6-inch stilettos, and I put it down. But those are all physical things. What am I doing for him emotionally?
Right.
I tore him down emotionally, so he was no longer attracted to me physically.
And
And
sometimes if we don't speak the love language of our spouse, of our significant other, we
Absolutely.
thinking we doing all the right things. I lavish you with gifts, and I bought you this big diamond,
You're
and
right.
this car, and
That
this
ain't
big
gifts.
house, and this and that, and all these clothes, and these stilettos, and red bottoms, and Gucci bags, and all. I bought you all this stuff. Why don't you love me? Because that ain't her love language.
That ain't
it's
it.
not. It's
true.
not.
She wanted time.
I wanted you to come and stand behind me while I'm washing dishes,
cooking
grab
dinner.
the hand
But see,
on
all
my
the good
waist,
stuff that
kiss me on my neck.
what?
See,
Tell
all of
me it ain't
this,
the
all of this, the bottom line of it all is you have to communicate.
It
Yeah.
is
You have to
effective
communicate your
communication.
love language to your partner.
Absolutely.
They may not know that that the gift giving and stuff is not your language. You have to tell them.
Right.
That's
So
right.
If you feel that you're being beat down by your spouse or not receiving that emotional or social
Connection with
that that you need, then you need to tell them. You can just say, babe, you know what, you do, take care of the finances, and you do give me nice things, make sure I have everything that I need. But what I really need is, you know, you to talk to me and just give me just that attention, not things, but attention. You have to communicate.
That
You
affirmation.
just all the things
Right.
that you're thinking in your head, like, instead of this purse, why come he just won't come and just hold me and we watch television? You have to share that.
tell him.
You
to
have
tell
to.
him.
Right,
You're
right.
telling
You do.
yourself.
Right,
You're
right.
thinking it. You're telling yourself, but you have to communicate it to your spouse, to
I
your
would
significant other.
even challenge every parent to learn the love language of their child.
Their child.
Right now,
Absolutely.
Yes.
it is not one store I can't go into and hear, sit your
That
That's
what
right.
make you,
That's right.
and you're beating and
Them
tearing your
down.
children
my
down
goodness,
with your
so
words.
true.
But
Yes.
you want them to respect you and be
not
obedient
showing it.
and become assets to society, but you are not cultivating that language.
Absolutely.
And you feel like I rewarded him with a video game, or I rewarded her with a purse, or we had a mani-pedi day and all of that, but you sat on your phone the whole time.
whole time.
You, not you and her, two mother-daughter having a girls' day out, and both y'all on
Y'all
your
both
phone.
y'all on your phone.
Doing whatever. I challenge our parents,
Absolutely.
fathers and mothers, to learn the love language of your child. You can even cultivate the love language of your child.
Sure
Yeah,
can.
that's what I'm
Because
thinking.
if they
Yes.
see that the father only buys
the
and that's
child.
what that's what you think love is,
That's so
then
true.
that is what they'll believe love is.
That is
But
true.
then you give them a false sense because you've beat them down, and that's fine. You ain't gonna do nothing but work at McDonald's. Well, you can't always buy, you know, a Michael Kors every weekend on a
Absolutely.
McDonald's check. So now I feel unworthy because I can't do what it is, you know. So you're cultivating the love language of your child, but find out what it really is.
What it
Right.
is.
And how to build and invest and encourage and create the child that God gave you that you should be creating. That
Absolutely.
You should be nurturing.
I agree.
Because people talk about, oh, I treat my children the same. You shouldn't treat your children
No,
the same.
sure
Because
should not.
everybody's
Get at your
an
friend.
individual.
That is
I had to
Yeah.
literally explain that to I had 4. And each one of them would come to me individually. You treat that one different. You treat that
You
one
like her
different.
better.
So I got everybody together. This is what your problem is. And each one of you come to me with the same issue. I treat this one different. I treat this one better. I let this one get away with more than that one. So let me explain something to you. And I will go through each one of their personalities. You got more time because you the one that gave me more problems. So I had to, you know what I'm
invest,
saying? I had to,
right.
What was
you
needed.
stole from her.
Right.
Because the time and energy I need to put into her, I had to keep you alive long enough for you to grow old enough to realize the errors of your ways.
Right.
You, I didn't give so much of because you were so quiet and you were very, very thankful for anything that I did for you. I felt like that was enough for you because you never told me it
That's
wasn't.
right.
And for you, you're the baby. So I'm definitely going to treat you differently. You're the last of the Mohegans. You're 3 years, 5 years, 7 years younger than all the rest of your siblings. I done been through all this with them. Maybe I can save you. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of times in my family, the youngest ones are always the ones that succeed. So my youngest one came out of the starting gate running. I know what I want to do. I know what I want to be. He had his own personality. All I had to do with him was guide him, navigate him.
Because
with
we
the-
as parents, when you know better, you
do
do better.
better.
And the first child we had,
As practice.
that was all
messed
trial
up.
and error.
Exactly. We ain't do that quite right.
Right.
So true.
But then the
So-
subsequent ones we sort of
Yeah,
do better
that's
because
true.
now
Right,
we
each
know,
one.
you know, I shouldn't shank my
that's
child.
what I did, you know,
Right.
like, that ain't what I did. I didn't do that.
You ain't shake your child.
I didn't shake the child. You know, I may have wanted to or needed to, but
She might have wanted me to the
Right.
way I beat her down.
Now, I have a son and a daughter, and my daughter's the oldest, and, you know, with the first one, you don't know. You don't. And so what I decided to do was to just be a good example, the best example I could be.
Absolutely.
Right.
And what I thought about was, I mean, I took my children to church faithfully. They saw me, you know, studying in my room and stuff. I would go to Bible class, you know, teach at church and stuff. But I never wanted them to see me as a hypocrite. So
Right.
they even now they'll be like, my mom, she doesn't use profanity and she just always, you know, just fair about stuff. what I want them to know about me, because that's what I am. I didn't want it to ever be, well, she is so rough and stuff and just hood and ghetto and this and that at home, but at church, oh, she's just this and that.
Different
and
way.
so
Right.
I hear it so much.
I never,
what's so
ever
funny,
wanted that. And
she
so I was
can't-
the same
she
at
can't
church
be
and home.
hood. She can't be ratchet because of her accent. She a Southern belle. She's so sweet.
Well, I'm a Jersey girl, and I am rough around the edges, so I can get away with that.
See, I mean, I can hold my own, you know, if I
Absolutely.
You don't want a piece of me. You don't want none of this. I would clutch my pearls.
Yes, I was like, hey, I'm not.
And I'm one of those that'll go like this. You really don't want to get yourself into this. I'm going to walk away. You don't have to. I'm going to walk away.
And
for their own
You have
good.
no idea what's getting ready to
I
happen.
remember one time, it was a long time ago. I was working at a place, and we had opened up an establishment. And to reward the staff, I was like, hey, where do you all go in this town? You know, like we can all go hang out or whatever. So we went out, and on my way back, there were two females that were literally standing. They had parked so close to the driver's side that I couldn't get in, but they were standing at the passenger side. Now, me, little city girl from Germany, saying, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Little Chanel outfit and stuff. You know, I'm all whatever. In this little dirt factory town. I'm like, hey, what's going on, girl? It's like, hey, oh, you missed out. Like, I don't even know all the people, so I'm feeling like they missing something. And they got this smug look on their face, and I'm like, you know, like, what's up? And I'm introducing myself, and they hit my hand out the way. I'm like, oh, do I know you?
No
like,
way.
You know, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, because the establishment, I was responsible for the construction and building it up and then launching it, then going to another location. So in my mind, I interviewed hundreds of people. I'm like, okay, they didn't get a job. That's probably why they mad or whatever. You know, I'm like, you know, like, did you guys interview? He said, they was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. And I'm like, well, like, I can't imagine why these two chicks are angry with me. And I have a lot of male cousins. So I was like, wait, no. These are my cousins. Like, I care of them. And my cousins are, like, they didn't help. They was like, we ain't with them busted kids. And so now they talking about the girls. Now the girls get really getting mad at me. And they was like, we gonna handle you. Like, we came to get you. And I can't understand why. And I went into, please don't. You don't want to do this. What happened?
Keep talking.
I was like, you don't want to do this. I am not who you think I am.
Right.
You don't understand. Like, just don't do it.
Don't.
And one of them took a swing at me and was mistaken by the Chanel
Oh, yeah.
and the hair.
They let the looks fool them.
Honey, she ended
let
up
the pretty
back
faces
down
and the
in the
cute
ditch
smile
with
fool
me
you.
on top.
Yeah.
Literally. And I remember being here saying, I told you didn't want to do this. I told you didn't know who I was. I said, just leave me alone. And they held the other girl back because they was like, my cousins knew me. They was like, if you're going to take her, you're going to take her one at a time. It's going to be a fair fight. I got off that one. I went to the other one. They let her loose. I got on her. Went back. She on the ground. Went back to the ditch looking for the other one because I was like, I told y'all. I didn't want to fight you. I don't even know who you are. I ended up being stabbed by one of them. They did not realize that Chanel had a little kung fu kitty in her.
Okay.
And it
Absolutely.
came out.
Yes.
So it
Absolutely.
it had to go to the next level. But regardless, the point of the moral of the story is do not judge a book.
Right.
Don't do it.
Please don't.
I am not
Don't
called
do it.
guns just
For
because there's
nothing.
greatness under those stipulations. There's a whole lot inside and out.
And out.
That
In
if
and
you
out.
release the beast, if you rub the bottle, the genie will pop out.
Don't do it.
And if you happen to find yourself in a situation where you are observing such a thing, please,
Down 911.
oh please, please,
Okay.
Other person.
bring out the baby oil. Girl fight!
Get the popcorn and sit back and watch the show. See,
Rip it off.
We told you he brings balance to our. He brings balance to from a man's point of view. Y'all heard it from his mouth.
That's right.
He didn't say break it up.
He said
He said bring out
911.
right.
Then
No,
all the
help.
he said bring out the baby oil.
Right.
Girl
Yes.
fight. So we know what they like.
Well, you know,
Okay.
Oh, so far. Right. Wait a minute.
you know, he got a whole lot of cool points from me for that one. Really,
Yeah, you did.
a lot
You
of cool
did.
points on that one.
Hey, fellas, he just told on y'all, by the way, okay?
Right.
We already knew, but he confirmed it. My favorite saying is, please don't wake the sleeping bear. Once I awaken,
Yeah.
you cannot put me back to sleep. And
Mine is.
I can't
Mine is
control
don't,
her.
Don't let the Jesus fool you.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Let the
Yes.
Jesus fool you.
Listen, he ain't done with me yet. He ain't There's a lot of areas in my life he's still working on. So those areas, please stay away from him.
So don't let the Jesus fool you. Let the Jesus help you.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recognize your help.
That's right.
Okay.
People
So,
recognize.
Y'all think y'all bad, don't you?
No, I don't think I'm bad. I don't think I'm bad. I just know that I'm sure.
How
I
can
know
people get
who
in
I
contact
am.
with you, V?
Yes, I can be reached by email at, oh gosh, I got so many emails.
Use
Pick
one.
one.
Just give me one.
What you got in between your legs?
I know, right?
email.
Vibing with, you can reach me by email, vibing with Vee Thompson at gmail.com. That's V as in victory, Thompson at gmail.com.
All right. Hey, y'all, it's me again, the one with all the voice. Just Judea from Straight Talk No Chaser. You can reach me at 980-221-5446. Email JEWRIGHT52 at Yahoo. Follow me on Instagram, always come out on top, and Facebook, Judea Freeman.
Hey, guns here. Everything guns. GUNS Total Wellness. Guns Total Wellness. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, a website 980-239-7819 for all your health and wellness needs, both physical and corporate.
You're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media,
The
voice
Of the community.
Stop the clock. There you go. What's wrong with the mic?
Every time you were moving, it was staticky.
I'm holding it tight right there.